Start with the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys and the rest of the league getting ready for this week's draft. Silver Star Nation's Mickey Spagnola joins us right now for that conversation. Mickey, in a way, this draft is going to be very much like an old school draft because there's no crowd and it's all going to be done remote. How do you feel like this is going to go?
You're exactly right. When you mentioned old school, it reminds me of the story Gil Brandt told me when the Cowboys took part in that their first draft, and it would have been for the 1961 season after the 1960 season was over. And basically they had 13 teams in a hotel ballroom in Philadelphia, and that was it. There was no crowd, and they sat there with the commissioner up at a podium, and they made the picks. So it's kind of going back to that, although it'll be a little bit more refined. And I imagine everybody in the NFL is sitting there thinking, thank God for the internet and Wi-Fi.
Absolutely, absolutely. I guess, I've got you here. We should talk a little bit about the Cowboys. Coming into the week, what do you think the Cowboys' biggest needs are coming into this draft? Not just the first round, overall.
Yeah, I think they've got so many needs that, I've been joking now for a week or so, that dartboard that's behind me, if there was positions up there instead of numbers and you threw a dart, probably whatever you hit, you probably need, with the exception of quarterback, maybe running back, but you really only have two bona fide running backs on this team with Zeke and Tony Pollard. So, and I'm glad you asked all 3 days, because everybody concentrates on that first pick. But they've got 7 picks, and they really need a good job, because I think these picks will determine how well they've done in the offseason. They filled in some holes in free agency, but not really anything that you can sink your teeth into. So I think the real deal is that you need to hit in this draft, and they've got to make these picks count.
All right, thanks a lot, Mickey, for joining us. Coming up tonight at 10.